Hi friends, it's Sarah from Ruffles and Rain Boots. I'm going to be sharing a free file for you to play with some laser foil. So the first thing is the free file is called this. It's out on Atom and I'll put a link down below. And the second thing is this is the item I am using. This is not Cricut foil. This is not just regular vinyl. This is a laser foil. So the first thing you need to do is just get the foil. And second, you can prep the material. I'm using pre-prepped basswood plywood. However, if you aren't using anything pre-prepped, you should definitely sand it. I'm going to remove a little bit of the sticker. I'm going to show you a mess up because I believe you need to know. Now on my very first try, I got everything right, but I did find out that this is repositionable. If you don't get it right the first time, try it a second time like I'm doing. I wouldn't really go much more than that because it could lift off. So I'm going to go ahead and just card this down, and then I always have a brayer right near me because of my vinyl and Cricut days or whatever. So if you have a brayer, use it. If you don't, a soft cloth pressed onto it and moving around will be fine. Once you have the gold foil down, I'm going to advise you to mask it. So I did a lot of testing. You'll see in my version of the file, yours will be clean. But I did a lot of testing. I did easy designs, I did more intricate designs, and I did find that masking definitely kept the edges of that foil looking beautiful, as well as, kind of cutting down any work we have to do after the fact. So I'm just going to pop it in here, go into the program, and ensure that this is set to number 1 output, number 2, these are my settings, 55, 150, and 3 passes for anything intricate. And the cut is just my default at 96 and 1 for basswood plywood. So excuse me, you would want to make sure that your wood is going to cut through at those. And now I'm just going to go ahead because I have a loaded material. I'm going to auto measure. On the X Tool F2, it looks like this. And the X Tool F2 has a very robust camera, so I will be able to position it. If you have the M1 or the S1, M1 Ultra or the S1, you would auto measure, mark your processing area, and then position your design inside that processing area. But I'm going to go ahead and process this. You can see it only takes a minute for just the score. So let me show you here, 56 seconds or so for the score. That's it. And then we have another minute or so for the cutting. So I'm going to show you what it looks like with these settings in real time. So you can see I have my laser goggles on because I am too lazy to cut this wood down, but this is at actual speed. That's not sped up. And then I'll show you the cutting as well. You can see that's at actual speed, not sped up. I do have my AP2, which is the air purifier, on a setting 3, I think, for this one. Now you can see there is char on the outside of this masking. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe the edges to make sure I show you on camera. I always do this. Here you go. See, I have a little bit of soot. So you want to make sure you wipe the edge around, and you want to make sure you wipe the ribbon, like the inside of the ribbon hole. And there you go. Now I don't have any charring on the back, so there's going to be no cleanup. And I'm going to show you what I have to do now. I'm going to remove the masking. And as you can see, when I start pulling off the masking, all the foil is still there. So it's not like you're going to damage the foil in any way. I didn't pull up any foil just with our masking. Okay, so now that we have this, I'm going to show you 2 different ways. You can hold it in your hand and do it, but I'm going to tell you, after years of Cricut weeding, put it down on the table and go ahead and pull 90 degrees back and it will come right off. Now on the intricate areas, you can go pretty slow. Otherwise, if it's this outside edge like this, here you go. This is it. It's super easy to pull apart. But again, 90 degrees, bloop. Now on the inside of everything, or if you get stuck, like you can see, like there's a little sticky piece right there. It's still coming up without any intervention, but I like to go a little slow. Use like a plastic razor blade to get these up, because I'm going to show you what happens if you use the metal ones. So I did quite a few of these to sort of test everything in my settings, making sure it was repeatable. You can see right here on the D with the metal pick, I actually, because basswood is a softwood, I actually dented the wood. If I use the plastic scraper, no denting happened. Now you can see both of these are side by side. I'm moving the camera because one is very reflective, one's a little duller. I sprayed this UV resistant clear matte finish to seal it on the right hand side. Now while it is still bright and captures light, it's not as reflective. So I just want to show you both versions so you can make a decision. I like them both, to be honest, so I would love to hear what you think of this. Be sure to grab the free file down below, and as always, please like this video and subscribe.